Oh, guys, it's you guys. My viewers. Sorry about that. Whoa. Sorry. Just gotta take some Juggernaut here. Oh, where was I? Anyway, yeah, sorry, I kind of overslept a good summer that I promised. Dang it, guys, I'm sorry. I just want to put that out there. I know I'm supposed to be taking down creepypastas right now, but I'm sorry about that. You guys look kind of pissed right now. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll do something. I'll make something up. I'll think, what's creepypasta? No, not that one. Not that one. No, not that one. I'm not gonna make you guys let me do that one. Not Candle Cove. Anything but Candle Cove. There was nothing on the face of the planet that will make me do Candle. Have you ever wondered what was in the static on your TV? Have you ever wondered if that static could be somehow trying to communicate to you through certain means? Candle Cove might explain what is on the static in your TV. But Candle Cove is not for the faint of heart. Please, if you're hearing this, do not, I repeat, do not watch Candle Cove. Do not even watch the static on your TV. Many experiences have seen this, and they did not live to tell the tale. Only a few have, but the others were reported dead. Just remember, be careful. Here's the story that started this whole facade. It started with just a simple conversation, and here's how it went. I'm gonna be telling this story through telling the username's name and then saying the part that they said. If that works for you, here we go. Skyshill says, does anyone remember this kid show? It was called Candle Cove, and I must have been 6 or 7. I never found reference to it anywhere, so I think it was on a local station around 1971 or 1972. I lived in Ironton at the time. I don't remember which station, but I do remember it was on a weird time, like 4 p.m. Mike Painter. It seems really familiar to me. I grew up outside of Ashland and was 9 years old at 72. Candle Cove, was it about pirates? I remember a pirate marionette at the mouth of a cave talking to a little girl. Skyshill. Yes! Okay, I'm not crazy. I remember Pirate Percy. I was always kind of scared of him. He looked like he was built from parts of other dolls, like really low budget. His head was on an old porcelain baby doll. Looked like an antique that didn't belong on the body. I don't remember what station it was. No clue. Sorry to resurrect. Jaren, 2005. Sorry to resurrect this old thread, but I know exactly what show you mean, Skyshill. I think Candle Cove ran for only a couple months in 71, not 72. I was 12, and I watched it a few times with my brother. It was Channel 58, whatever station that was. My mom would let me switch to it after the news. Let me see what I remember. It took place in Candle Cove, and it was about a little girl who imagined herself to be friends with pirates. The pirate ship was called Laughingstock, and Pirate Percy wasn't a very good pirate because he got scared too easily. And there was this Calliope music constantly playing. I don't remember the girl's name, Janice or Jade or something. I think it was Janice. Skyshale. Thank you, Jaren. Memories flood back when you mentioned Laughingstock and Channel 58. I remember the bow of the ship was a wooden smiling face with the lower jaw submerged. It looked like it was swallowing the sea, and it had an awful Ed Wynn voice and laugh. I especially remember how jarring it was when they switched from wooden plastic model to the foam puppet version of the head that talked. Mike Painter. I remember now too. Do you remember this part, Skyshill? You have to go inside. Oh my, I got chill reading that. Yes, I remember. That was the ship always told Percy when there was a spooky place he had to go into. Like a cave or a dark room where the treasure was. And the camera would push in on Laughingstock's face with each pause. You have to go inside. There's two eyes askew and that floppy foam jaw and the fishing line that opened and closed it. Ugh. It just looks so cheap and awful. You guys remember the villain? He had a face that was just a handlebar mustache above really tall narrow teeth. Kevin Hart. I honestly thought the villain was Pirate Percy. I was about 5 when that show was on. Nightmare fuel. Jaren 2005. That wasn't the villain, the puppet with the mustache. That was the villain's sidekick. Horace. Horrible. He had a monocle too, but it was on top of the mustache. I used to think that meant he had only one eye. But yeah, the villain was another marionette, the Skin Taker. I can't believe what they let us watch back then. The Skin Taker. Kevin Hart. The Skin Taker? What kind of kid show were we watching? I seriously could not look at the screen when the Skin Taker showed up. He just ascended out of nowhere on his strings. Just a dirty skeleton wearing brown top hat and cape. His glass eyes that were too big for his skull. Skyshill 033. Wasn't his top hat and cloak all sewn up crazily? Was that supposed to be children's skins? Mike Painter. Yeah, I think so. Remember his mouth didn't open and close, it just slid back and forth? I remember the little girl say, "Why does your mouth move like that?" And the Skin Taker didn't look at the girl, but at the camera and said, "To grind your skin." Skyshill 033. I'm so relieved that other people remember this terrible show. I used to have awful memory. A bad dream I had where the opening jingle ended, the show faded in from black, and all the characters were there, but the camera was just cutting to each of their faces, and they were just screaming. And the puppets and marionettes were flailing spastically, and all just screaming. The girl was just crying like she had been through hours of this. I woke up many times from that nightmare. I used to wet the bed when I had it. Kevin Hart. I don't think that was a dream. I remember that. I remember that was an episode. Skyshill. No. Not possible. There was no plot or anything. I mean, literally, just standing in place, crying and screaming for the whole show. Kevin Hart. Maybe I'm manufacturing the memory because he said that. But I swear to God, I remember seeing what you described. They just screamed. Jaren 2005. Oh God. Yes, the little girl Janice. I remember seeing her shake. And the Skin Taker screaming through his gnashing teeth. His jaw careening so wildly I thought it would come off its wire hinges. I turned it off and it was the last time I watched. I ran to tell my brother, and we didn't have the courage to turn it back on. Mike Painter, 65. I visited my mom's house today at the nursing home. I asked her about when I was little, in the early 70s, when I was 8 or 9, and she remembered a kid's show, Candle Cove. She said she was surprised I could remember that, and I asked why, and she said, because I used to think it was so strange that you said, I'm gonna go watch Candle Cove now, Mom, and then you would tune the TV to static, and just watch dead air for 30 minutes. You had a big imagination with your little pirate show. Oh, that gave me the chills. Man. Anyway, I don't think I can ever say that again. That was truly terrifying. Well, that was a pretty good creepypasta, I must say so myself. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good. But, I didn't see much flaws. I think the best thing about that creepypasta is the fact that the whole thing is built up to this one moment. And it just piles in, and right when they say you were looking at dead air, static, just plain static, that's when it just hits you like that. Now, this creepypasta, honestly, it's really good. I've read it, quite a bunch. There weren't really much flaws in it, from things like that. And in fact, I think it's one of my favorite creepypastas to date. That's why I decided to start up my new, creepypasta coming back into the series thing with one of my favorite creepypastas. I like this one because it seems so genuine. It could totally be possible. And knowing that there are actual pirators out there who take over broadcasting stations, somebody very well could have planned on, going on to this. But the whole story behind this is the fact that, that the only children can see the show, which puts a really disturbing thought of mind when you think about it. I mean, think about, you go into the room. In fact, if you've ever seen the movie Poltergeist, you know that movie made TVs just scary as crap. No one ever wanted to go near static anymore. But this one just makes it 2 times creepier. And the fact that you might turn on the TV and see Candle Cove. But I think those movies, or the creepypasta starts getting to that climax right about the time when he references, when he says that he starts hearing screaming and that's all he heard. And I'm thinking, that is a very creepy visual. And I find anything having to do with children so it's just straight up freaky. But it was an overall pretty good creepypasta, I must say. There's not very many good ones out there anymore when you come across crazy, stupid gaming ones like Sonic.exe and things. But I'd have to give this, if I had to give this 10 overcooked, something amount of 10. I just screwed up there. If I had to give this something out of 10, I would give this creepypasta a solid 9.5. Just because of the fact, I would take off the 0.5 just because it was a little short and there were some snippets that were kind of not as creepy in my opinion. I think it took a little too long to get up to that moment. But it was a great creepypasta all around. Just remember, wait a second, what? Did I hear someone? Get away from me, dog! Did I hear someone say creepypasta? Do you know who I am, son? Do you know who I am? I am the creepypasta killer, and I'll kill you! Not you. I will kill everyone except for you and your family and everyone else. No, I'm just kidding. I will kill your family. Did you guys see that? Oh my gosh. Wait, whoa. Did you guys see that? Sorry, I'm talking in the mic. But this guy just walked in. I was wearing the same shirt as him. Oh my goodness. He's trying to kill. Candle Cove. You know creepypasta I was talking about? He's a hitman. He's a creepypasta hitman. He's trying to kill Candle Cove. What the heck? You're gonna do this to me? You're gonna die, Candle Cove. Dang it, just broke the TV. Well, that didn't work. Well, I guess back to the daily job, being a hitman. Dang it! Freaking crap!